have a reason why we're here today, and of course, we're walking to find a cure for Alzheimer's.
What's important about our walk today is that it brings awareness to the community, also keeps people informed about what's going on with Alzheimer's. What I've observed is being Mexicana and Latina is that our folks, we have a tendency of keeping everything within our familia, and we take care of our own.
Mom got diagnosed, and at first it was just mild cognitive impairment, so we weren't sure what was going to happen. When we heard it as early stage Alzheimer's, when she progressed more, then I don't know, for me it was an easy decision to move home.
To walk and engage in conversation with others, and other people need to know that if you have Alzheimer's, it's okay to say you do. Too many times a lot of folks are concerned about the stigma that's attached, and we have to change that. And the new face of Alzheimer's, right? Hi. I don't know what they expect to see. Probably somebody who's old and messy hair and families need to stop being in denial. And I've been through that with my family, with my parents. So I understand what's coming, I know. Am I worried? At times I get worried for my children, my daughters.
It's just nice to see so many people coming out and supporting their families or their loved ones or people they've lost. We've lost a lot and we're going through a lot, but it's important that we also show our support for everyone else going through the same things.
So my dad, he was born in '39, grew up in Vietnam. And he was in the Navy in Vietnam, and so he fled with my mom's side of the family during the Vietnam War in '75. My dad ended up with 3 girls, and so in a household of 3 girls, he tended to be pretty shy, quiet, kind. Growing up, at least, I was very attached to him. Alzheimer's came about maybe, at least for us, when it was diagnosed by a neurologist, maybe 8 years ago. I mean, we absolutely discovered it late. And I think that's just naturally, in the Asian community, we were not aware of it. For us, it was like, he's old, he's forgetful, very paranoid. For us, it was really hard to accept it at first. My mom had a really difficult time not just accepting it, but just realizing what it was. It wasn't, again, just old age and forgetfulness. It was an actual neurological disease. It is hard because as the youngest sibling, I feel like I get all this freedom because I moved away, and my sisters are, again, kind of bearing that task. And I knew that I needed to do something if I wasn't able to actually help out day in and day out. When I'm at the walk, I'm actually volunteering for the walk. So I'm actually at a station and I'm seeing people come and go with their families. Now that I'm part of it, I feel more empowered to educate others around me, especially those in the Asian community. The Alzheimer's Association doesn't only educate a majority group, but also minorities. Asian communities, Hispanic communities, Black communities who are simply just unaware of the disease, what it looks like, early signs of it. I feel like what the Alzheimer's Association is doing across kind of all those areas is great and beneficial for the entire community. I think the moment that gets me most during the walk is when everybody holds up their flowers and you kind of see how everybody is affected by the disease. And then seeing the white flower up on stage and just really empowered and optimistic that we'll find that first survivor and that we'll overcome this one day.
The first walk that they brought the white flower out, I was asked to be the representative on stage. I wrote at that time all 24 members of the next 2 generations of the family on that white flower. I want them all to be Alzheimer's survivors. Sandy wanted them all to be Alzheimer's survivors, and they all need to be Alzheimer's survivors. My wife passed away from Alzheimer's at the age of 50 in 2015 and became the 7th out of 8 victims of the last 2 generations of her family, all passed before the age of 62. My wife's family has a presenilin 1 gene mutation. We have 4 children. This gene mutation, there's a 50% chance that they're going to get it. Sandy was a very private person and didn't really want to get involved too much or be public about it. I'm not. Myself and 3 of my 4 children cared for her for over 6 years, and were able to keep her at home. Many families in the state of Washington don't have that opportunity, don't have that luxury, and don't have that network. I tend to want to yell and scream and holler about things that are wrong, and this disease is just plain wrong. But I've been involved since 2013 with the Alzheimer's Disease Working Group. I'm proud to be the team captain of the Dementia Roadmap, which is a document that we're going to have close to 70,000 in circulation by the end of the year. The walk seemed to be a culmination, seemed to be a celebration, if you will, of like-minded people who got together in purple and walked. I'm proud of what our team has done over the years. We were the first team in South Sound to raise 5 figures. I don't bring a voice of younger onset Alzheimer's disease. I bring a voice of Alzheimer's disease. To have a disease that continues to rob people of who they were, who they are, and who they could have been, it saddens me that we continue to lose people every day to this disease. We need to end it. We need to make it go the way of polio. We really do.